Hmm. Hmm. There's a Queen of Wands that's getting a smooth transitioning out of a situation, out of like a third party situation. Some type of blockage here. Now, this has got a lot to do with words, a lot to do with something that was said, that was trying to corner this Queen of Wands energy and put them in a fucked up situation. It's almost like exposing them or trying to expose this Queen of Wands, but this Queen of Wands actually is in a very peaceful position right now. But it's giving me that somebody tried to throw this Queen of Wands under the bus and expose them with like some. It's giving me like trying to put them in some type of cornered situation. Okay, now this was a part of somebody trying to induce karma on someone else or either project their karma onto this person here. Yep, somebody was like literally trying to swap energy, but this is not giving me destiny swap. It's just giving me like I'm trying to put this on this person so it won't look like it's me. I'm trying to put them in a jacked up situation to get them stuck, to make them be looked at. Let me put it over there and expose them instead. But it's not, it's giving like somebody was trying to hand you their karma. Like somebody knew, like if they were the ones that was exposed for this, how shit would be looking for them. So they needed to pin it on this Queen of Wands. So we got someone here that's not happy because they're not able to, it's like somebody's getting put out of a situation. Now this could be getting put out of a home. This could be getting put out of your like a business. This could be just getting like removed or like it's whatever this is making somebody else not look good. It's almost like I'm trying to pin this on you, but it's really coming back on me and it's making someone else lose something here. Hey, Mia. So this is an ending of a karmic cycle here, and it's actually hear those sirens. It's actually a peaceful ending here for someone, but it definitely looks like somebody was trying to project their energy, swap, like do some type of swap. Like I want you to catch my wrath that I got coming towards me. I know it's coming towards me, but I'm gonna try to, say no. It's them over there. It's really them. Like blaming someone else for what another person know that they getting in trouble for. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, and understanding. The cycle must move on. This is like this is planned. Okay, so something must move forward. It's planned regardless. The cycle must move forward. It must move on as planned. There's an offering here of to a connection or a partnership here, and it's looking like there could be some things that's not known. Let me go ahead and see. Show me the messages. Let's get the overall message, please. Okay, so somebody didn't gain any victory doing something. Let me see. Now, whoever this is that didn't gain victory doing something, this could be something that's bothering them because it's almost like this is if this is it's like the first time that they've lost, or the first time that they didn't get this, or the first time something didn't work out in their favor due to the way that they went about it, even if it was a scandalous way. It's like giving me like, if I never lose. Even if I cheat, I don't lose. But this person is giving like they giving a big L energy right now. Yeah. And it was like, how do you feel? How would you feel if you knew that you cheated? You cheated in a race and you still lost. That should make a person feel real crummy to know that they still cheated and they still lost. They still didn't win. All right, we have a Virgo here stepping forward along with Leo energy. So this could be a Leo Virgo cusp. Have not done that reading. I actually got that reading prepared. I just have not been able to do it yet. Yep, that reading is actually coming. The movie Death Becomes Her is actually coming from the Leo Virgo cusp reading. And I'm not even sure, I'm not even gonna lie, y'all, I'm not even sure if I'll be able to put that reading out because I've been pulled to do different things. So yeah, but that reading has been sitting there prepared for days to go out. I just haven't been able to do it yet. Okay. But there is some type of deception here when it comes down to somebody lying on a Cancer or a Cancer lying on someone else. There's pointing of fingers here as well. Let me see. Show me more of this message, please. There is no victory, though. Someone did not win something. There goes Zeke scratching his ear to death. All right. Yeah. So this was like, maybe a test for someone to see if they were going to do something fair, to see if they were going to do something the right way. This is low key giving me someone, someone set up the setupper, the one who is like the cheater, the one who will, win at any cost. It doesn't matter if they are being scandalous or not. This is giving me someone set a trap for this person. And to see if they were going to do something the right way or the wrong way. And they watched this person do something. There's a King of Wands here that is stepping forward here. This King of Wands could be fighting at this time. They could be fighting with the High Priestess. What? Why is the King of Wands fighting with the High Priestess? Because of what the High Priestess knows. Because of what she knows. She knows something. It's almost like this King of Wands is worried that this High Priestess is going to say something that she knows. All right. Now, about some type of partnership, about this offer. Now, like I said earlier, there was something about a secret. Something that was like somebody didn't know all of something. And right here, it's almost like, no, you may have not, like a lot of people may have not known all of something. Hold on. I feel like a couple of motherfuckers was tested here. And this would be real smart for a teacher to do to their students. A good way to test the students' honesty, a good way to test and see how, like say for instance, if someone is good for the job in an honest way versus just good because they know the job. This is like, I'm gonna put everybody through the exact same test and I'm gonna see who's gonna lie. I'm gonna see who's gonna come out on top. I'm gonna see who's gonna come out and complete this. let's just say that there was a mission of something that was complete to be completed by everybody, right? And but the person who was needing these things completed by everybody to like say like the teacher, I'm gonna say like the teacher needed the students to all turn in some work, but they give them work that they know that they didn't teach them. You know, I'm gonna use that as an example. Like I'm gonna give y'all a pop quiz of some information that I know for a fact that I did not put on the board. I know for a fact that I have not taught this class, right? But I want to see how many of y'all are gonna act like y'all know it versus the ones that know that y'all didn't learn it. You know, like this is not something like, say for instance, if this was a 5th grade class, I'm about to give y'all some 9th grade work. And I'm gonna sit it down on the table and I'm gonna say, okay, class, let's get started. Let's, you know, we should all have this complete in like the next 10 minutes. I'm gonna give y'all 10 minutes to complete this paperwork. And then the teacher sits this 9th grade paperwork down on these 5th grade, students' table, you know, and then it's like the students start doing the work. The teacher starts the timer for 10 minutes, 12:12 on the clock, just turned 12:13. But the teacher stands there and waits on the class to do their work. Then you got students that's jumping up and turning in their papers like, I'm done, I'm done, I'm done. And they're proud to be done. They're so proud to be done that they're low key disrupting the rest of the class. You know how students get finished and they start talking and stuff. They don't really know how to be quiet no more because they're done. Okay, we're talking about 5th graders now. So we already know sometimes that can be a little complicated. There's one student out of all the whole class that's still like, after she says time up, and then she'll be like, did y'all know the work? So y'all knew it? So y'all, so y'all remember that? Class, y'all remember that work that I showed y'all? So y'all remember that? And the class is like, yeah. But it's one student in their classroom still scratching their head. You know what I'm saying? Still sitting there like, teacher? Teacher's like, yes, student. And the student's like, I honestly don't remember you showing us this work. So I don't even know how to do it. Maybe I was sick this day, or was I here in class this day? And the teacher's like, you didn't miss a day. But the rest of the class is like, yeah, looking at you like this one student. They're looking at this one student like, aha, you didn't get it done. Almost teasing them, messing with them, and proud of themselves for doing the work. But the student that didn't do the work, they're sitting there like, I honestly don't, if I can only turn this in like this. And when they turn it in, the only thing that you see on the paper that they put down was their name. They didn't put down any answers. They looked like they was probably about to start maybe trying to break down a problem, but they didn't understand it enough to where they could even do that. So they left that where it was, and it's kind of like the teacher picks up the student's paper, right? And she goes to the front of the class and she sits there in silence for a minute. And she was and says, well, class, I don't really need to grade these papers to know who passed the test, and the students are looking like, well, I know I passed. I know because I completed my shit. They happy and everything about it. They all feel like the one person that's not going to make it. We know for a fact that person's not good because they don't have nothing on their paper. But then the teacher announces the winner or the person who passed is the one that actually didn't even do the work, and you're like, how the students are like, how they didn't pass? How did I pass? I did the work, and they're like, but how did you know that work? If we grade this work, the work is gonna be wrong. I never taught you this. And I'm not saying it as though these students didn't know it. What I'm saying it is though the teachers fixed the test to make sure it wasn't about the answers on the test. It was about the honesty from the student. It never was about who could figure out equations that was never taught. It was about, let me see which one of these students, how many of my students that I got in my class is going to be honest about the work that they do. Doesn't matter how much they do, how less they do. Are they going to be real about the work that they do? Are they going to pretend that they understand a lesson that I didn't even teach them? Then that shows me that my class is not really trying to learn anything. They're just trying to get by and say that they conquered something that you really don't even know. So therefore, this is the energy that I'm seeing here, y'all. I had to break that shit down in a whole nother way because this is like somebody knowing that they set up the class. They set up people to see who was going to be honest. And out of all the whole class, literally, there was only one student in the whole entire class that had enough honesty within them to not even, this is not familiar to me. This is like foreign language. I'm only in the 5th grade. What is this? And so this is a hell of a test that I just seen. Very, very smart to do, to test the character of the people that's around you. Let me keep going. But something is definitely being put to rest because of like someone already knew, like the deception is here. Yeah. It's almost like there was deception here to someone to see how they were going to treat a situation. Now this may, like I said, somebody got out of a third party situation or out of being placed into a position to where they were trying to be exposed. Now, just imagine the rest of the students is trying to expose that one student for not doing their work or not putting any answers down or making them seem like they didn't get pass the test because they didn't even write anything down. But honestly, the exposure goes to the ones that wrote stuff down when, I didn't teach y'all this. How do you your answers is all the way. Like, this is like the teacher looking at these answers as she's getting them brought to her by these students. Like, this shit is funny. You know what I'm saying? Like, this motherfucker got circles and squares and shit. This motherfucker got algebra. Algebra ain't nowhere even on here. And this motherfucker doing, geometry over here. Like, what? This one over here doing, to the 9th power, to the 10th power. And if they was to really look at these, okay, so it's almost like, yet the teacher gave them a paper full of word problems. And if they really read the word problems, they would realize that there was no numbers to write down. Even though numbers were there in the word problems, they would realize there was no numbers to write down. Say, for instance, but it's almost like they just see the paragraph with the word problem. They see the numbers and they try to see, do you divide? Do you multiply? Do you subtract? Then they try to hurry up and do a problem. But the teacher's not in the word problems. There's nothing saying do it, or something like that. It's almost like the teacher knows when she gets these papers back with answers on them that they are automatically wrong. So it's like the teacher has giggled at this while she's watching this other person struggle. That's the one that's the student though. That's the student though. Because that one ain't just taking nothing quick and running with it. That one ain't just, well, let me just do this to fill it up. That one is not just doing something to get by. They're actually doing the work, but there's no work to be done. That shit crazy to me. They actually doing the work, but there's no work to be done. This high priestess is aware of something here that was some type of deception. And it's like, given that, if I do anything, I'm going to deceive the teacher. There's no work to be done. This energy is cold. I love it, low key. And we got the Chariot. Okay, so let's talk about it. By any means necessary. By any means necessary. Like, I'm gonna go ahead and pull this lie out, and I'm gonna land it on this paper. That's literally, like, I'm not trying to make that a thing, but that's what this is coming to. It's almost like this is what this story is about. It's like somebody decided by any means necessary, they're gonna make something look like they did their part, like they did what they were supposed to do. But if it was a setup to see what you were gonna do, then you wasn't supposed to do anything. And there's a lie here, a big lie here, a big one. We got the 5 of Swords with the 2 of Swords coming together, bringing the 7 of Swords energy. Somebody was deceptive by any means necessary to this, to create a lie, they're carrying out a lie here. Judgment is stepping forward here with that. Now, here's the thing about judgment, though. It's almost like now that somebody it's like going to be put into the spotlight because of what they've got caught up doing. This is why this person is trying to throw another person under the bus. Remember, I said that there was an energy of someone trying to throw this Queen of Wands under the bus. Now, that could be that King of Wands energy that I saw, but then again, I'm honestly not sure because I also saw the Hermit. Now, in this case right here, it's almost like somebody won't feel like they lost. This person is like willing to throw another person under the bus with this lie by any means necessary, but it's looking like it's pointing fingers here. Like I say, somebody's pointing fingers, but honestly, it's like they really just making themselves look really bad. Like they're calling their own shit out by trying to say, well, they didn't do this, I did this, at least I did this. They didn't even try to do it. I mean, but you don't know what they tried to do. This person was sitting there struggling, trying to figure out how to go about doing this. You know what I'm saying? This is a test that this person didn't get any lesson about. So they're not gonna, honestly, they could sit there and put in shit just like the rest of the students. But this one didn't. This one decided to sit there and try to figure it out. And they were straining because they did not know what to do. They did not know which way to go. Everything was a dead end, as it should have been in the first place. This was the whole setup. It was supposed to be a dead end. You were supposed to run into a brick wall because you wasn't taught how to go any further, So for the ones that actually went further than they were supposed to go, then what do I say about these two? It's really gonna make this type of situation, especially dealing with a classroom, and you got every student in the class doing the same exact method. They're lying on their test, except one damn student. Trust me when I say it's going to make the class look at their student real fucked up. Now they the teacher's pet. Now they sucking up to the teacher. How they doing all this? Because they simply was doing something the right way. But yet now they done collected more enemies because they, the teacher gives them the praise and acknowledgement that they deserve because they were the only ones that didn't cheat. But it's only right to give this person the respect that they got due to them, right? It's only like just because they're the only one that did the right thing, that mean that they're the ones that not supposed to be noticed. No, they're the ones that's going to be, the teacher's going to put them on a pedestal that day and say, well, this student right here did what they were supposed to do. So y'all need to take note. Don't you, just because I hand y'all a test don't mean that you got to bring it. If you don't know the lesson, how can you write the answers down? So no one decided to raise their hands and ask questions. Not even the student that didn't even that didn't put the answers on the test. No one. No one decided, but at the same time, how many students raise their hands during a test or a quiz? You know, these are things that require studying and lessons that lead you up to the test or the quiz. So you kind of supposed to have information under your belt already. So when you get the paper, certain things are going to look familiar. Even if it's not question number 1, it's going to be question number 4, question number 10, maybe. So certain things are going to look familiar because you've already reviewed these things. You've already studied these things. You've already went over it with the rest of the class, right? So therefore, you're going to see things that's going to stand out to you. But if nothing fucking stands out, at least you're going to do is raise your hand and be like, well, what the fuck is this, teacher? Did you give us the right paper? We're not used to this. Something, but no one said a word. But that was just part 1 of the test. No one spoke. No one raised their hand. No one questioned anything. Just go ahead and proceed with the test. Does that make the person that didn't put the answers down any more right or wrong? No, it doesn't. They're in the same category as the rest of the students. Nobody asked questions, okay? But they didn't cheat. And so you got a group of cheaters here that's around one person that's not cheating. And so they're trying to make one person look like the cheater while all of the rest of them look like they did what they're supposed to do. Shit is backwards here. Very backwards. So there's a group here that may think that they're getting by because of them cheating a system. All right. And there's one person that maybe, I don't know if they're involved with this group. I don't know if they're around the group. They're all in the same class. So I'm not sure. But what I can say is that they're not cheating. They're not asking like how to do this. They're sitting there trying to figure it out. And because they can't figure it out, because they haven't learned these lessons, because it's unfamiliar to them, they're not writing anything down. And to me, that's the smartest thing for them to do. The high priestess is coming in. This is like, low-key, I kind of feel like this high priestess could be this Queen of Wands, but then again, it may be a totally different energy. But this high priestess energy that's coming in is coming in with getting justified. It's just like getting justified, like low-key, you're the one that they want to work with. The one that did not, the one that gave a blank test back. You're the one to work with. You're the one that they see honesty with you. This is crazy. You are the one they want to work with. They feel as though, my bad, y'all. I low-key said the high priestess coming in. I meant the empress. This is the empress that actually, the empress, I guess Queen of Wands. I could be, take it how you choose. I'm not sure if they are the same, the empress and the Queen of Wands, but this is the empress that's coming in. My bad. The cards look a lot the same. And it's been a minute since I messed with this deck of cards. But the empress is coming in, and they actually want to work with the empress. They actually want to collaborate with the empress because they see the empress as honest, Queen of Swords energy. And they like honest in what she knows with the high priestess. This has got this King of Wands in their head and got them ducking around trying to make a better decision here. But it's almost like, damn, now they caught. Have y'all ever seen those videos of people who like need help, and so they act like they need help from certain people to see if they'll help them, and if they help them, they'll turn around and give them a lot of money or gift them with something special. Okay, it was one of them that I saw with two girls, and it was a man that came up and was like he was like asking for something, and one of the girls was like no, and then he reached to he pointed to the other girl and asked her, and she was like yeah, but the friend tried to stop her from helping the man. And she like literally put her arm out like, no, don't help him. No. And the girl was like, I can help him. I help him. I got it to help him. So she helped him. So, she gave him some money, and then he got the money and said thank you and left. But then he came back and he tried to give the money back to the girl. And the girl was like, why are you giving it back? And it's like the friend, like, and then he turned around and passed her, handed her, like, reached out of his pocket and had like a new cell phone, and he tried to give it to the girl that wouldn't help. And she reached her hand out like, yeah. And he snatched it back like, nah, you weren't trying to help me. Then he reached it over to the one that actually helped him and gave it to her. And she was like, oh shit, thank you. You could see it in her. Like, she was excited about it. Didn't expect that. And then he pulled out another cell phone, and the other girl got lit up again. Like, okay, well, he's going to give me one anyway, and reached it and was like, act like he was going to give it to her. She reached her hand out. He was like, no. And he doubled up and gave the girl two phones. Now she got two phones, and it kind of left her to decide to do what you will with it. Like, you can give it to your friend if you want to. I'm giving it to you though, because your friend did not do what they were supposed, like when the time was in need for me to, get help from your friend, not only did she not help, but she didn't even want you to help me, so you got to think about this. Now, it's a group, once again, of people that's failed a test. Now, there's one person within this whole class that passed. Now, I don't know if he talked to the other students or not. You know what I'm saying? I honestly don't know that part, but what I can say is that that group, somebody could have pitched in and helped, or nobody did things the right way but that one person. Nobody else in that group did things the right way. So I just don't see, I don't know, this Empress is coming in though. They want to work with this Empress. Let's keep going. There's somebody finna shower this Empress. Like, this Empress is getting rewarded because of them being blocked. Somebody tried to block this Empress. And since they tried to block this Empress is actually about to get rewarded in front of these people. Whoever tried to block this Empress is about to watch this Empress get rewarded. Whoever you are, you will not have a choice. God is going to make sure that you see it. So it don't really matter how you feel about it. It don't matter if you close your eyes and try not to see it. God is going to make sure that you do. So ain't no getting around God on that. Just saying, yeah, can't win with that. Y'all tried to block this Empress from receiving some type of seed here that was justice for this Empress. Y'all tried to stop this Empress from receiving something that was justice to this Empress. So this Empress is going to be rewarded in front of you, since you tried to stop her. Since you tried to, whoever these people are, since you felt the need to get in and try to make this Empress feel bad because of what she did not know, versus nobody knew. That's the thing. They made assumptions. The rest of the group made assumptions. If they all got the same shit, everybody got the same thing. Everybody. And only one person did right by it. That's crazy. So now we got the King of Swords stepping forward here. The delay is over with. But the King of Swords is coming in to lay some shit to rest, though. Yeah, the with the 3 of Wands, they're coming in to lay some shit to rest. You got the 3 of Swords and the 3 of Wands. 33 is here. This is gonna be peaceful for someone and victorious for someone. Like somebody's getting victor. Like I was finna say, like labeled as a Victorian, but I mean, someone is being put on a pedestal in front of the others. And this is giving it like that valedictorian, like student. Somebody is being placed in that position in front of the others. Their transitioning is like gonna be broadcast in front of others. And this King of Swords is showing me that they're the ones that's gonna make sure of it. This is giving me low-key like administrator principal energy. The hard work that someone has put in all by themselves. Yeah, with the Knave of Pentacles, somebody was working hard. Like somebody was working hard alone. And there was a plan the whole time to see who was going to receive this 10 of Pentacles energy. There's a 10 of Pentacles here that was like being gifted or given. This could be a means of stability. This could be a home, something tangible, person, place, or thing. But this is giving a reward for the hard work that you've done by yourself. Like someone knows now that you're doing something alone. This was a test, man. And it's almost like giving somebody the validation of what they need. Like this person could have said that they were going to test a lot of people. But some people may have not known when the test was going to come, how it was going to come about. And this person was, I'm just saying, the way that they did it was very clever, extremely clever. So kudos to whoever you are, teacher, that did this test for these students, because this was a clever ass move to find the moles, to find the problems, to find the people who were not going to be sincere to, like, say for instance, if you had like a huge thing that you were going to do with your class and you needed to depend on certain students. Now you know that who you can depend on, who you can't depend on, who's going to go by any means necessary to win at any cost, and who's going to do things the fair and right way, even if they don't win. Real talk. Because you got to understand, man, back I don't know how they do it now, but back in the days, the ones who lost was the real winners. And it was like talent shows, shit like that. If you won like first place in the show, you probably won some money because you got stage win, but you're not the one that's getting talked about in the meeting. You're not the one that they thinking about signing in a contract to take further. It's something about those type of energies. And the real people that get looked at, they don't get broadcasted too much. They get spoke on in rooms that doors are closed in, that they ain't never fucking been in and stuff. I promise I know that for a fact, because I was one of the people that was in one of the rooms that was listening to and watched how they went about it. Like, and you would think that the ones that got congratulated on the stage and got the awards and got the money on the stage, first, second, and third place, that's called up there, you would think those are the ones that's going to get talked about in the back room, but they're not. They don't talk about them. They give them their money and send them on their way. There was a good performance. There was a good show, but we done seen that shit before. There's nothing new about that type of energy. But what's unique is that one motherfucker right there. That one motherfucker right there is the unique one, because that's the one that strained and struggled and still didn't get no fucking where, but it was because it was rigged. It was because it was rigged. It wasn't meant for nobody to get no fucking where. But that's the one that didn't really go nowhere. Versus all the other ones that, made it past this rigged up shit. Hmm. Ain't that some shit? Boy. We see the one that's going to put in the real work. We see the one that's going to put in the real work. Because out of the rigged up shit, they're the ones that's still there, looking stuck and struggling. Interesting energy. Let me keep going. So, 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. See, as long as they could wipe you out, they weren't concerned about what they was gonna be left to get hit with. See, sometimes people gotta let people just linger. Leave them alone. You know why? Because they'll wash themselves away if needed. You don't have to wipe nobody out if you know that they're gonna wipe themselves out. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to involve yourself with anything. Nothing. But it's something here about being the one caught, the ones that got caught cheating. Are you only feeling down because you got caught? Because the excitement of winning was there. Where did it go? The excitement of being the one to say you completed some shit is there. But at what cost, though? Because, yeah, you finished. Yeah, you turned your shit in. But, but this is a paper that's not even worth grading because I know I rigged it. So I'm throwing this. So it's like, as when the teacher decide that she wanna or he wanna explain to the class how everybody else failed but that one student, how they gonna go about it? Because see, the teacher can be just as bold as the students was that thought that they passed the shit. They thought that they were so clever to sneak in, to cheat. And then make fun of the student that was sitting there struggling. It's crazy because it's like the teacher I'm saying she, so I don't know. It doesn't really matter the gender of the teacher. But I'm a whole woman, so I'm probably going to say she, you know what I'm saying? So, okay. But she could be just as terrible as the students was. And as and when she want to say who the person was that, passed, she could take these papers one by one, call out a student name, ball up the paper and throw that shit in the trash. Mike, trash. That was trash. I don't want to see that. Fuck was that? Susie, garbage, baby. Trash can. That's where it's going. Emmanuel, trash. Zach, trash. Kelsey, trash. Minnie, trash. Keebler, whoever you are over there, little elf, trash. All this shit is going in the trash. The only person who won is the one that came up with only their name signed on the paper. That's little Elsie over there in the corner. Little Elsie. Come up, Elsie. Come up. You come up, little Elsie. You can come up here and get your reward. You can get your candy. You can get your snacks. You can eat in the classroom today. You can go, they can go out. You can go play with the other students outside. This class got to stay in for recess. But you can go play with the other students. I don't even see you talking to these kids in this classroom no damn way. So I don't even think you gonna care if you go outside without them. Look, Elsie got it. You know why? Because little Elsie didn't cheat. Little Elsie sit there and struggle. And while everybody else thought that it was cute and funny to make fun of little Elsie ass. While little Elsie was sitting there minding her motherfucking business trying to do the work that was handed to her to do. She wasn't fucking with the rest of the class. She wasn't picking on the rest of the class. She wasn't even looking around at them like, is anybody else going to do this shit? Y'all doing this for real? No, she kept her head down, focusing on her work, but she realized that there was nothing on this paper that she knew of. So she couldn't pretend that she knew it. So she just sat there, straining until the time was up, until those 10 minutes went up. So everybody else got to look and be fed shit in the classroom. And y'all gonna look at little Elsie upside her head for it? Shame on y'all. Everybody turn y'all heads towards the fucking wall, man. Especially if that's the case, because who are y'all to try to judge little Elsie for doing what the fuck she was supposed to do? Even though she didn't prosper well with it, she still did it exactly the way that it was supposed to be done. So the next time we have a test, I wonder who gonna pass this time. Hopefully it ain't just little Elsie. Hopefully y'all learned the lessons of cheating tests and thinking it's okay to make fun of the person that didn't cheat. It's that type of energy. All these, like, and the reason I'm saying this, I'm seeing this Knight of Swords here, showing me that people just do it and act now, think later. Oh, we just gonna win. It's just about winning at this point. It's about turning the paper in and saying, I did it. Did you really do what you were supposed to do, though? Fuck no. So we got the Emperor here coming out now with the Queen of Swords. Then you got the Hangman in reverse. You know how many people getting stuck, like feeling stupid? Stuck on stupid. Because you thought you was clever to try to cheat something that wasn't even meant to be cheated. You can't cheat something that never was acknowledged to you, but okay. So now you showing this teacher what type of students you really are. I don't even know, man. Like that as a teacher, low key, I may not be able to show this to my students, but if it was me as a teacher, if I was the teacher, I ain't gonna lie, I'd be so disappointed in my fucking students. I would. I'd be very disappointed because, like, damn, man, like, I got a classroom full of liars and thieves in this motherfucker that's willing to go the extra mile just to win. They don't even care about the actual learning experience. They just care about winning. That'll make me feel some type of way as a teacher. This Emperor is sitting here looking at this shit. Hold on, wait. This Emperor is sitting here looking at this shit like, hold on. Before I let y'all really go, before I clear this classroom, this is like, I don't want some of y'all to, when y'all leave, y'all will be having a different teacher come Monday. Like, you getting transferred over here, you getting transferred over there. Yeah, like, this is almost breaking the group up. The group is breaking up. And it's like this Emperor is like doing this shit. It's almost like they don't feel like all of these motherfuckers need to be in the same room or something. It's really giving me a classroom scenery, y'all. So I'm sorry that that's where I'm stuck at, but that's where I'm kind of stuck at. And it's almost like this is the group that we know we can't really trust. So this is a hell of a test because so many things come out, man. But yeah, we see who we want to work with, but look at the big disappointment over here. And that can't get overlooked. You know, majority of the class was full of shit. You know, majority of this group was a lie. They were just trying to make their way to the top. They didn't care about the fact that they were cheating to get there. And this is for a teacher to be the one to promote this to a class. Like, these two students didn't see the true lesson behind this shit. They were just trying to come out the cold and get their shit done. So it's a lot of darkness here right now. And but it's more so, I'm not really gonna say darkness. I'm gonna say it's dark energies, because it's people that's afraid of coming from behind this damn bush and facing the sun. They're trying to shield their eyes and stuff, like they don't want to be seen. Hey, Jaquisha. Definitely got. Oh, wait. y'all, if y'all didn't want, if y'all didn't want the teacher to pay attention to this one student like that, y'all just forced this teacher to pay attention to this one student like that. Y'all made y'all beds and laid in them when it come down to this teacher and this student. This is like the enemy's promoting the winner without even trying to. Like, y'all just politely gave this person the win. I gotta be honest. This energy right here that I'm looking at is like, we just gave up. We gave the win to the person that we on purpose. Like this was the best way to, man, I'm just saying, I don't know what I'm looking at, y'all, but that was a hell of a test here. And it's like a lot of people fell for the shit. A lot of people did. And the one person that didn't is the one person that they're keeping in their class. Because they see this person as a potential student. They see this person as someone that's really willing to, like, do the work. And if they don't understand the work, they're not going to touch it. They're not. See, this is like, you got people, just imagine going to a practitioner asking them to do some work for you that they don't know how to do, but they take your money and say that they're going to do the work. The work never get done. They just want the money. This is like going to a school for surgeons, and you told to operate on a heart that you ain't, but you never got taught the heart. You never been introduced to the heart before yet. You've been introduced to other shit, other bodily anatomies, parts and stuff, but not the heart. But yet you got a test that you got to dissect his heart. Motherfuckers coming back with all types of fucked up hearts. You know what I'm saying? Heart parts being pulled out that ain't supposed to be touched and shit, And here come one heart that's not touched. Like, why didn't you touch it? Like, why didn't you operate on your heart? Because I didn't have the instructions. Because I wasn't taught that part. So I didn't want to touch the heart and mess it up if I wasn't taught it yet. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. And that's an honest ass answer, man. And instead of that, you got some people that'll go out their way and say, well, I can figure it out. I can, I know I wasn't taught this, but I got a heart, so I must know how that motherfucker work. You know what I'm saying? Like something, I'm gonna figure it out, and they mess it up. Now, just imagine a real doctor that went to motherfucking school for this shit, that never really cared about the lessons. They just needed to pass because they wanted that money. They wanted that doctor money, that big heart surgeon money. But they didn't really want to put in the proper work to. So when it come down to them operating on a heart, they taking lives and shit. And, and it's some real doctors that be doing malpractice, y'all. It be real shit like this, And so this is just giving me that somebody, they want to work with the person that took that shit serious enough to not touch it at all and damage it even more than to dig in it and damage it, fuck it up and then, say, oh, look what I did. Like one of them kids that's playing in mud and they done made something and, they happy to show their parent, look at what they created type shit. It's kind of like it's not, sometimes we got to leave things undone. Some things where we don't know fully the full capacity of it, it's like, why would you take it to the extreme when you truly don't know the full capacity of it? So, like, if you're unsure, why mess with it, And it really does speak volumes because it's people out here that do that type of stuff and they don't know what they do. They don't, like, even the people that they come towards, like, they don't know. So therefore they just go by what they feel at that time, and that's to win. And so, hey. So now we got an earth angel energy coming forward here. All right. So a lot of betrayal has been knocked on this earth angel energy. A lot of betrayal has been put on this person. Put on this person's work. Put on this person's life. The moves that they make. The agreements that they have with others. There's a lot of I don't know who's throwing all these forks in the road when it comes to this person. But somebody, it's like, this is like, say for instance, this student doesn't, there's one student in the class, that get hit a lot with shit. This is almost getting bullied by the classroom type energy. You know how they be throwing shit at one person and like nobody know where the little paper spitballs and stuff is coming from, but they're getting chunked at one person. This one student going through a whole lot. They getting hit with a lot of stuff from a lot of different people and it's coming from a lot of different directions. But it's sad to say that it's only one person that's gonna get out of this. Because they carry the truth. And a lot of people thinking that they finna come towards this person is finna get blocked. It's almost like you should have seen something when you had the chance to see it. And now that you see it, it's too late. Some things ain't meant for you to see, like, unless it's like a heartfelt way of seeing something. Meaning like some things ain't meant for people to pick up on unless they heart pick up on it. Like God will cover a person and make a person look a certain way so you can be able to see beneath the veil. And if you ain't open it to that part yet, then you're gonna, when you do see the goodness in this person or the beauty in this person or the gifts in this person or whatever, the talent, the skill, is going to show up once your time is up with that person, because your heart wasn't open to seeing it during the time of you being in, is given like the same breathing area, the same room, the same energy. When you were placed beside to walk with this person, you stepped on this person. So just because you all of a sudden, oh, I see now. Dang, let me try to hurry up. Nah, ain't no hurrying up. Ain't no let me try to do nothing. It's all you left with is I see now. Ain't no room for nothing else. These are people that's going to be upset because they're going to be blotted out. And I'm saying it like that, but it's really blocked out. But I'm being told to say it like that again, blotted out. When you wasn't blotted out, you blotted out the person. This is like having a singing group and you are the one that they don't pay attention the most to. I don't know why I'm picking up on Michelle from Destiny Child, y'all. So I'm going to use that as an example. Even though what I'm about to say is not true, I'm still finna create an example. Just imagine Destiny's Child, and you got Beyonce, Kelly, and then you got Michelle. Beyonce got her thing, Kelly got her thing, Michelle got her thing. The group together, they would always look at Michelle like the weakest link of the group. But Michelle also, and I'm not trying to throw nothing out there like that, but she also was the one that went to Christ. She also was the one that went to church music and stuff like that too. Gospel music and stuff. I don't know what else she did, but I do remember her going into gospel for a second. I don't know if she's still there or not, but it's like her being considered as the weakest link of the group. But just imagine her actually being the strongest link of the group. And she probably, to a degree, she probably is a spiritual backbone to the group, even though Beyonce do 50 million spiritual things in her life, and she about 50 spiritual goddesses let her tell it, and all that other shit she got going on. But like, imagine it being Michelle instead, the weakest link, actually being put on the biggest pedestal. Low key, I don't know why I feel that. Spiritually, she is. I feel like spiritually, Michelle is the biggest one. I don't know. Just it's a weird feeling with that. But just imagine being blotted out by the one that you felt like was the weakest one of them all. This don't feel like no small shit, like small, like, I don't know, this just don't feel little. Mediocre, like. Is there anything else that my collective needs to know? Somebody just opened up a lot of hidden opportunities. This Queen of Wands. I do feel like this is an Empress. I do. I really, truly do. I feel like because the Empress is already out, then this is going to be explained as the Queen of Wands at this point. But the Queen of Wands is out now. There's new shit here coming in for you. And once again, like it's like you're about to be like your enemies are about to fall at your feet, honey. This is the thing, they're not gonna do it physically. Some of them may try to kiss your ass, but this is almost like, damn, I wish I would have did that differently. Dang, like you got people that's gonna be feeling stupid and angry at themselves to where they may even try to piss that anger towards you. But this is a lot of angry with themselves because, like, you didn't do anything wrong. Nothing. You literally did everything the right way. And this is what can be pissing off others because, see, people got to find ways to win at any cost these days. And a lot of times they don't even think about test anymore. People don't think about, like, they so busy trying to set up other people. They don't even worry about, what if I'm being set up? What if I'm being tested for something to see if I'm going to be honest, if I'm going to be loyal, if I'm going to be the right person for the job. This is like people that's so caught up in doing things and getting things in a negative way, or how they see fit for them to get it. They don't care about how the next person, look or whatnot. And it's, at the end of the day, a test is a test. And whether this was God testing somebody, a group of people, or one person testing a group of people to see who was all going to be involved with the shenanigans, you only got one person out of that whole group that was not involved in the shenanigans. And that's nuts. It's like, damn. And to be honest with you, it's almost like the way that this shit is made out to look, it's almost like the I don't know, the teacher was smart for setting it up this way, because it's almost like as if it was looked at as the one person that's actually innocent was the one that was not. Like, as if they just knew that they were gonna do it too. Like, everybody was gonna fail. But no, everybody didn't. Tell me more about this Queen of Wands. This Queen of Wands has a lot of doors of hidden opportunities opening up for her. This Queen of Wands they're getting their title back. That's what's up. Yes, this is a reward to them. They're getting their title back. Judgment is here for this. Now, it's crazy that y'all tried to throw this motherfucking Queen of Wands under the bus. Like, damn, she can't even catch the bus home. She got to get under the bus. Why y'all doing this person like this? I hate to say it in this way like this. It's not funny at all. But it's like the discrimination is real. They're getting this title back, though. This is a total, like, this is big, a very big deal, very major. This is not a little thing, y'all. When I say that this person is getting their title restored to them, it's something about the illusions that this person carry is actually the truth. So others may call this person an illusionist or something like that. This person is actually walking in their truth. Somebody's truth is here. Yeah. And this person is calling it. Like, they're walking and standing in their fucking truth all the way around. And they're submissive to their truth, which is what? See, you got a lot of people that don't even know how to face the truth, let alone be submissive to it. And this person has carried other people as well. And when I say that, is giving me like they've carried other people's burdens on their back. They've carried other people's burdens on their back. While other people, the same people this is nuts. While the same people that they were carrying other people's burdens on their back. And those other people that had them burdens that they was landing on this other person to carry on their back, they also was lying on this person and cheating this person at the same damn time. So they was using this person as a fucking coattail to walk on. To carry them through, holding on to them. It's why this is like hiding behind this person while they deceiving this, like lying on this person and deceiving it, and they also being deceptive to this person, so this person can carry them through some type of stormy weather that they couldn't get through themselves. Meanwhile, you out here disrespectful to this person. This is so wrong, yo, in so many fucking ways. I don't like it. I don't. It's like y'all using this person up as a footstool and don't think that this shit gonna come back on you in any kind of way. You propping your feet up on this person, weighing this person down with your shit. Wow. Using this person while talking shit about this person. This person is about to be rewarded, man. I'm talking about in so many ways in front of people because of this shit. And I honestly don't think this person knows just how much how they've been used, how they've been abused, like for real. Like people putting their weight on you and hindering you. Putting their weight on you, hindering you while making fun of you for doing it. I'm just saying, somebody didn't get enough whoopings when they was at home, like for real, doing this type of shit. I don't know, talks, whoopings, punishments. I don't know. I don't know. The discipline is just not there to me. So the good thing is that they can only ride your coattail for so long. This is like trampling over you at the same time, but they can only do this for so long. Somebody's money is also going to grow. Somebody's money could be, you could be seeing changes in your finances here. Now, for some of you are carrying the weight of others and you're still moving forward. I don't know if you know that you're carrying the weight of others. But this is the thing. You're getting blessed because of this. And I'm going to be honest. Somebody finna lose a lot of money, or they finna lose their stability because of the confusion that they did under the table and tried to act like they was helpful instead of hurtful. Okay. Somebody full of shit in the worst way. This was somebody that was riding your coattail thinking that they was, I don't know. Once this person get knocked off your tail, they ain't going to have no stability to stand on because they literally been riding on your coattail while you've been creating, while you've been, like, your stuff is growing. It's like you got the weight of someone else on you while you're still pushing forward. Whether you know that this person is weighing on you or not, You have the weight of someone else on you while you're pushing forward. The thing is that you're pushing forward. You're not even slumped the fuck over like like you got a burden on your back. But you've definitely been carrying another person's burden or other people's burdens on your back. But it ain't slumped you over at all. Now maybe it did at first, but maybe over time you adjusted to it and you stood back up tall and like they still latched on to you, but it's not bothering you. Low key. All I know is from what I see is when you do release this person off your back or this burden off of you, whether I don't even know if you're looking at it like a burden. That's the thing. It's almost like at one point it may have felt like that, and then all of it, you may even feel like you got it off of you, but it's not. Somebody's latched on to your ass hard, and it's like. But once you release this person, once you release this energy, because this is this is reptilian energy too. Thank you for subbing. But this is reptilian energy too. And once you get this off of you, this energy that's been latched on to you is not going to have nothing to stand on. Nothing. They're going to fall. It's almost like they can only go so far latched on to you. And you're not losing anything with this person latched on to you. It's looking like, because you got gaps in between you gaining. So it's like, maybe you're not realizing how somebody's pressure on your back is actually keeping you, making something move slower for you. But maybe you're just looking at it like you're moving something at a certain pace. But there is something that's slowing you down, but it's not stopping you. And that's the good thing. Meanwhile, they thinking they getting a free ride. Meanwhile. But it's only so far they can go on your back. And it's not giving me. See, at one point, if they was weighing you down to where you was slumped over, you didn't gain strength to pull yourself up straight. Your back is straight, meaning like you don't have any no hump in your back. You don't have no scoliosis back. I don't know. Some of you, I'm not sure about all that spinal part, but that's that. I don't see it. And it's like, meanwhile, this person is floating on your back, and it's like eventually you're going to shed this person off like skin. They can't go where you're going. Where you're going is too strong for them to, they can't stay on your back that way. They probably trying to, but they're not going to be able to contain that. So this is almost like soaring up with an eagle. They're not going to be able to breathe in a minute. So they're going to have to let go. They're going to have, you're shedding them off of you. And when they fall off, they done been so busy riding your back. They don't have anything to stand on when they fall off. They just fall. And you're, on the other words, it's like you're about to receive some type of dharma. You're on your way, and they on their way with you. I gotta be honest, right? As of right now, y'all both going that way. And this person low key feels like once you get so far, they feel like they can jump off your back and trample over you. This is what they feel. They don't see that they don't have nothing solid to land on when they fall off. This person thinks that you're gonna fall first. I guess I don't know how, but they think you're gonna fall first, and instead of them not having nothing to land on, that they'll be able to trample over you and get ahead that way. But no, they can't. They ain't gonna be able to withstand, riding your back too much longer. They're gonna fall. But they plan is to make you fall first and step over you and walk off of you that way, to where they do got something to land on. You. But you're so submissive here. I'm picking up on someone that's giving off a real submissive energy. And this is giving, I'm just saying, like, I'm really seeing you in prayer, or this is someone that's definitely prostrated. Your movement. There's some type of movement here. You're submissive to the movement. You got people competing for this. But why? This is somebody who is trying to block you and at the same time use you as a shield. This is why this person was trying to use you as a coattail too. This is crazy. This person just use. It's all I'm just using you. Is all I'm seeing with that. It's like they wanted to use you as a shield to block you, but to block the shit that they was getting hit with. They want to ride you like a coattail, and then they want you to fall so they can step over you and have like you're the landing post. Like, either way it go, you were supposed to be facing the dirt. And it's crazy because in the dirt is in the dirt, but face down in the dirt versus respectfully being buried properly in the dirt it's an insult to injury. Because you were supposed to be eating dirt, face down in it, eating dirt while they trample over you. And after they got through riding you down. Don't forget that part. And if none of that worked, they was going to use you as a shield to try to block out. Meaning, like, and it goes back to what I was saying, and as far as trying to throw shit on you because they was backed in the corner. So they wanted to, project that energy on you. That's the shield. It was you pointing fingers at you. Why? How are they pointing fingers? There's that big ass angel that just popped up with wings wide open. This is love. Yep, this is like to shield someone or to protect you as something is closing out or ending. Somebody couldn't trample on you like they wanted to. This sounds like this was all the attempt here to just step all over you. And it's looking like there's like an angel shielding that from taking place as well. You should be feeling a lot of love. You should be feeling the total opposite of what this person or these people were intending to do to make you feel. You were supposed to be feeling love, like lack of love and all types of shit. And it's like you should be catching the total opposite. Yeah, this is a lot of healing here as well. Somebody's also trying to bend over. Ooh, wee. This is somebody that's willing to do what they got to do to win, yo. They see you healing, but they go bend over. I'm confused. somebody must got a booty or something. I don't know, because it's like all of a sudden there is like a different type of attraction here that's coming out. And this is like this person, like they see you going through a healing process, they go bend over. This is also some shot glasses. Hold on real quick. Hold on. I'm going to end this one. I'm going to end this reading. And I'm going to come back and do a different reading and see if the energy changed. Because I don't know, something just happened with this person bending over. It's almost like they taking back shots while you're going through a healing process. But this is like magic. It's giving a different work here. So I just closed that out. I'm going to end this reading. Please like, subscribe, and share. And I'm going to get into another one in just a second, y'all. Deuces.